guys, before we get into today's video, I would like to remind you guys that melanineclectic.com is open for all of your stationery art needs. We specialize in putting the black in fantasy, but there is something for everyone on www.melanineclectic.com. Now let's get on with today's video. Hi guys, like to welcome you guys all back to Read with Melanin. So it's my most favorite time of the year, and it is fantasy time. So I am here with a list. I think we got a couple good ones. Some of these books have already come out. Some of these books are on the way out. Either way, I just want to let you guys know that I am so excited for these books. So without further ado, here are some fantasy books that I want to read that are coming out this fall. This fall 2023. First of all, I would like to give a special shout out. Patrick Stewart's memoir is coming out in October 3rd. Today is October 1st. I will let y'all know that is when I will be listening to, and I hope he reads it to me so that I can hear his voice tell his life. That is all. So the first book on this list, this list is not in any real order because I'm not that great. But there is like a September, August. Are there any October ones? I did not put any October ones in here. So if you have October releases that are coming out, let me know down below in the comment section so I can add that to my mini list of books I'm buying. But the first one I want to talk about is Memory Thieves by Danielle Clayton. This book already came out on September 26th. It is the second book in the Controverse series. The first book is The Marvelers. So if you have not heard of The Marvelers, I do recommend you check it out. It is about a magical school in the clouds featuring this young girl who is the first of her people to go to this school. She's what they call a conjurer, which is not something that they're very used to. In my mind, it reads as like African Americans versus the world, but without going too deep into that, is a good middle grade. I really enjoyed it. One of my favorite things about the first book is the fact that there are enchanted magic hands that are enchanted with her mother's magic that braid her hair and stuff then does her hair while she's at school to continue to get her hair done by her mom. When I tell you, I have always wished for magic to be a real thing in my life, but I have never wanted magic more than that moment. Because the way that my hair would be done all the time if I did not have to do it. But that's just one of the many things of The Marvelers. So I'm not going to give a description of what this one is about, mainly because like that would be a spoiler. Another one that's coming out is Heart of Night and Fire by Nisha J. Tooley. That came out on September 15th, and it is a new adult. So I saw the cover of this book and I was like, okay, I've never heard of Nisha J. Tooley. I'm not quite sure. I think Nisha is, let's see. Oh, it says she loves to draw upon her Indian heritage. So she is Indian. Okay. Awesome. So the premise of this book, I'm just going to read the premise because I think it's easier. It says, a city of magic, a passion born in dreams, a secret that will set their world aflame. Packed with enemies to lovers tension, heart-pounding action, and devastating twists, the Nightfire Quartet is an epic fantasy romance that begins with a slow burn and builds in intensity. See, I fell for the cover. I'm going to give it a try. I will say I don't like the way that publishers are pushing the whole romance fantasy thing and trying to make it its own category. Not really a fan of that, but I guess with the way that Sarah J. Maas is so popular, I guess it was only a matter of time that this was going to become a thing. So whatever, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I just don't know. So it says, for years, Zara has been trapped in a gilded prison. Her magic is forbidden, a dangerous secret, though nobody will explain why. Now she's ready to break free and find the truth. Escaping to the dazzling city of Darati, Zarya discovers a new world of enchantment and intrigue. With the help of seductive, blood-drinking Rakshasa and magic-weaving Asari sorcerers, she searches for answers, but the city is under siege. Every night, dark creatures attack, and since Zarya's arrival, they are growing stronger. To protect her new home, Zarya joins the fight. As she battles on the walls and hunts through the libraries for clues in her gifts, Zarya's dreams are haunted by a mysterious stranger. Powerful, arrogant, and handsome, Raven sees through her secrets and ignites a desire she cannot resist. But can he be trusted? When darkness threatens to overwhelm... Basically, I'm giving this a chance because I feel like it feels like a new magic system, and I'm willing to give it a chance. Plus, it's an adult, so I don't know. I'm hoping that I'm not disappointed, but it says that it has vampires, suspense, paranormal. I feel like that's like right up my alley, so we're gonna see, but I'm not 100%, guys. I'm not even gonna front. So the second book of the Desert Magician duology by Nnedi Okorafor is coming out. And so they're re-releasing Shadow Speaker in the same cover as her new covers have been doing, which obviously means I have to rebuy. Or do I own Shadow Speaker? I actually don't own Shadow Speaker, which might work in my favor because I'm gonna buy it. So if you guys don't know, Shadow Speaker is Niger, West Africa, 2074. It is an era of tainted technology and mysterious mysticism. A great change has happened all over the planet, and the laws of physics aren't what they used to be. Within all of this, I introduce you to Ijai Ugabe, a child of the worst type of politician. Back when she was 9 years old, she was there as her father met his end. Don't waste your tears on him. This girl's father would throw anyone under the bus to gain power. He was a cruel, cruel man. But even when Ijai did not rejoice at his departure from the world, children are still learning that some people don't deserve their love. Now 15 years old and manifesting the abilities given to her by her estranged Earth, she decides to go after the killer of her father. It is for revenge or something else. You'll have to find out by reading this book. I am the Desert Magician, and this is a novel I have conjured for you. So I'm certainly not just going to tell you. So again, I am thoroughly happy because that also means that the second book in the duology, Like Thunder, is coming out on November 28th. So I can't tell you what happens because it's a sequel. So if you guys are interested in Shadow Speaker, go ahead and grab Like Thunder while you're there. So I forgot the book in August that I'm excited about, and that is We Are the Dying Gods by C.M. Lockhart. That is the sequel to We Are the Origin. I already have the box. I haven't opened it yet because I need to open it for a reel because again, your girl's trying to get back into the social media life. So if you guys have never read We Are the Origin, I will leave a link down below to the Black Prose conversation and the interview with C.M. Lockhart herself. I love the book. It presents beautiful, strong Black women. It presents beautiful, strong Black love. It presents violence. It presents a world that has a map, which we know I love a good map, and so many things. So I'm very excited to finally get into this book. That is a book, like if I had a TBR, I would say is on the TBR for October. So this book already came out in August, but it is Shigidi and the Brass Head of a Balufon by Wole Talabi. I hope I said that right, Jesus. So this is fiction, mythology, it's African, speculative fiction. They consider it urban fantasy, but I think it's Afro sci-fi. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, only because I've seen people talk about it, but I don't know how to put this nicely, but it depends on who is talking about it that would make me not want to read it. So it says, the debut fantasy novel from an award-winning Nigerian author presents a mythic tale of disgruntled gods, revenge, and a heist across two worlds. Shigidi is a disgruntled and demotivated nightmare god in the Orisha spirit company, reluctantly answering prayers of his few remaining believers to maintain his existence long enough to find his next drink. When he meets Neoma, a sort of succubus with a long and secretive past, everything changes for him. Together they attempt to break free of his obligations and the restrictions that have bound him to the godhood and navigate the parameters of their new relationship in the shadow of her past. But the elder gods that run the Orisha spirit company have other plans for Shigidi, and they are not all aligned or good. From the boisterous streets of Lagos to the swanky rooftop bars of Singapore and the secret spaces of London, Shigidi and Neoma will encounter old acquaintances, rival gods, strange creatures, and manipulative magicians as they are drawn into a web of revenge, spirit business, and spectacular heists across two worlds that will change Shigity's understanding of himself forever and determine the fate of the Orisha Spirit Company. It sounds different, so I'm willing to give it a try. Plus, I've never read anything by Hole Talabi, so this is one of those moments where I'm like, I would like to experience a new author. I feel like everybody has talked about this book, but it is a book that was on my list this year, so I'm still going to share it. That is The Phoenix King by Aparna Verma. It had Phoenix in the title, so that was how it originally got on my list. That's really it. Like, it had a phoenix on the cover and the title, and I was like, yep, nope, I'm reading it. But just in case you don't know what this book is about, it says, in a kingdom where flames hold magic and the desert hides secrets, an ancient prophecy comes from an assassin, a princess, and a king. But none are ready to face destiny, and the choices they make can burn the world. If we carry the burdens of our father, we'll never know what it means to be free. For Elena Adia Ravens, fire is yearning. She longs to feel worthy of her phoenix god, of her ancestors who transformed the barren dunes of Sayong into a thriving kingdom. And though she knows the way and wiles of the desert better than she knows her own skin, the secrets of the eternal flame elude her, and without them she'll never be accepted as queen. For Leo Malari Ravens, I love that they give them like full names. Fire is control. He is not ready to give up his crown. There's still too much work to be done to ensure his legacy remains untarnished, his family protected. But power has come at a price, and he'll wage war with the heavens themselves to keep from paying it. For Yassine Knight, fire is redemption. He dreams of shedding his past as one of Sayon's most deadly assassins, of laying to rest the ghost of those he's lost. If joining the court of flames and serving the royal Ravens family, the very people he once swore to eliminate will earn him that, he'll do it no matter what they ask for. But the phoenix watches over all, and the fire has a will of its own. It will come for all three. It says it's the first in an action-packed epic trilogy, and it is, I think it's it's YA, and it's considered a high fantasy, and yeah, it's got fire and phoenixes. Don't really have to go too far more than that. The next book on my list is Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim. This is the prequel to the Six Crimson Crane series, which, yes, I am realizing that I never actually finished because I had life moments. But I do plan on finishing that series so that I can do this prequel. The prequel is based on the stepmother of the Six Crimson Cranes. And so if you've read at least Six Crimson Cranes, then you know why a prequel with her story is so necessary. And I just like Elizabeth Lim's writing. You guys know I pretty much read everything she does. So yeah, that's it. So the next book on the list is House of Marion. I don't know. The cover is pretty, but it's by JL. And I think everybody has heard of this one already. But it says, rich is the blood of the chosen 17-year-old Quell, has lived her entire life on the run. She and her mother have fled from city to city in order to hide the deadly magic that flows through Quell's veins, until someone discovers her dark secret. To hide from the assassin hunting her, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. She and her mother have fled from the city in order to hide the deadly magic that flows through Quell's veins, until someone discovers her dark secret. To hide from the assassin hunting her and keep her mother out of harm's way, Quell reluctantly inducts into a debutante society of magical social elites called the Order, and she never knew existed. If she can pass their 3 rites of membership, mastering their proper form of magic, she'll be able to secretly bury her forbidden magic forever. If caught, she will be killed. But becoming the perfect debutante is a lot harder than Quell imagined, especially when there's more than tutoring happening with Jordan, her brooding mentor and assassin in training. When Quell uncovers the deadly lengths the Order will go to defend its wealth and power, she's forced to choose: embrace the dark magic she's been running from her entire life, or risk losing everything and everyone she's grown to love. Still, she fears the most formidable monster she'll have to face is the one inside. So without actually reading the book, we all know that she's going to embrace the dark magic, and that's what's going to give us a full trilogy. And though I know that, I'm interested because we're used to the whole like dark order thing happening in books, but I like the debutante aspect of it, so I'm willing to give it a try. Again, there isn't much like rhyme or reason of why I choose the books that I choose sometimes. Sometimes it could be something as simple as like I like the cover. So, you know, that's what it is. So another book that I'm interested in reading is Sign of the Slayer by Sharina Harris. I got this book, I think I got this book in a fairy loot actually. But the genre is fantasy, vampires. It's like again, you don't need much to get me to want to read things or try things nowadays. But I've never read anything by Sharina Harris, so I figured like, why not? Let's go. Plus, I think this is a black vampire story. Yeah, let me read it to you. So it says, Full Metal Alchemist meets Vampire Diaries in this fun and clever dark academia series. High school is supposed to be about studying, socializing, and marching band practice, not fighting vampires. Then one night flipped my world inside out. Now my life sucks. But it isn't all bad. I'm at a Slayer Academy, learning things like the real origin of vamps, how to make serious weapons out of thin air. Every last one of them will pay for what they did. I'm doing great until I come face to face with the actual vampire prince. I hope he's chocolate. Okay. And I'm not sure of anything anymore. Vampires are supposed to be soul-sucking demons. But Kamari, ooh, Kamari sounds fine. Kamari is something else. He's intelligent and reasonable, and he seems to know things about me that could change everything. He's hiding something big from his own kind, and when a threat from an ancient evil is so extreme that a vampire will team up with a slayer to take it down, it isn't just my need for revenge that's at stake anymore. It's the whole damn world. I am excited. So excited. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not getting my hopes too far yet. The last book on the list is Warrior of the Wind by Suyi Davis. Wait, I can say this. Suyi Davis Akumboa. I practiced and that was still wrong, but the sequel to Son of the Storm is finally coming out in November. So I'm actually planning on doing like a reread for Son of the Storm. So if you guys want to do it like as a group, let me know. And we can do a group reread of Son of the Storm before the second book comes out. And then if you want, we could even do a second book discussion type situation. Just let me know because I'm in a creator mood. So let's just dive into this creator mood, yeah? So those are some of the books. Those are not all of them. I just figured I would kind of mix up the list with new adult, adults, YA, middle grade. I wanted to switch it up and give you some variety. Plus there are a lot of authors on this list that I have never read. And so I wanted to highlight them. I think some of them, these are their debuts. And I do like to give debuts a try. Even if they end up being a DNF type situation, it's like, at least I tried. Their book is always the vibe. Don't forget to support your local libraries. As always, leave whatever thoughts you have down below in the comment section. I hope you guys are enjoying the fact that I'm showing my face a little bit more often. Trying to get some consistency back. And yeah, thanks so much for checking out my channel. And until the next time, guys, bye.